Hello, welcome back. I'm Bree, and today's video is going to be a kind of a chill reading vlog. I want to participate in summerween, which starts on the 15th, and today it is the 12th. So I'm just going to do a really chill reading vlog. I think I'm going to be reading Treacherous is the Night by Annalee Huber. I am about 58 pages in, and this is the second in the Verity Kent mystery series that I started this year, because the newest one, the sixth one, comes out in the end of August, so I'm trying to catch up so I can read the arc of that before it comes out. I don't know if I'll read anything else besides this, but I just only have two days-ish to complete this reading vlog before I want to start Summerween, which you'll see a separate reading vlog for that. I'm not in the biggest reading mood, so I was like, let me just pick up something fun, easy, and that I can get through in hopefully that amount of time. So that's what I'm going to be reading. This Side of Murder, if you haven't read it, it follows Verity Kent, and it's post-World War I. And she has lost her husband during the war, and she's asked to go to this wedding, like, it's not the wedding, but it's like a pre-wedding party by someone who he was close friends with when they were little, and then also was in the war with her husband. So she decides to go because she also gets a cryptic note saying that her husband's death wasn't as it seems, and so she goes and she starts to investigate what was happening there. And it was kind of like a remote setting, and it deals a lot with like grief and PTSD and things like that. And then this one is just following up after the effects of the first one, and there's a different murder where she goes to like a seance, and this woman she can tell is fake because she has these details she shouldn't know about Verity, and is now making Verity worried that some things that she worked on during the war, too many people know about them and she could be in danger. I'm so far enjoying it. It's just kind of started, so I don't really have too many thoughts on it. But I am also going to be heading to Barnes & Noble today because the second book to the Monk and Robot book series by Becky Chambers comes out today. So I'm going to swing by Barnes & Noble and pick it up because this is one of my anticipated releases. I really thoroughly enjoyed when I read this year. It was a surprise to me that I loved it as much as I did, and my husband got him to read it, and he loved it too, so he's going to get the audiobook and listen to it while I read the physical copy, and then we're going to like kind of read it together as a buddy read, which is always really fun for me. So I'm going to go pick that up today, and I think because it's Prime Day with Amazon that Barnes & Noble is also doing a sale to like, you know, get people to buy there. And so it looked like it was like buy one get one 50% off hardbacks, and this is hardback. So I might get one or two more books. We'll see, depending on how good the sales are, because I really like this series and they're small hardbacks, so if I could get some for 50% off. They're really hard to find used because they're such a popular series, so I will probably pick up some of those. So that is my plan for the day, and I will check back in later. Well, they didn't have the new book by Becky Chambers. I went to two different stores, and one of them, the second one, said that they had it, but they only had one copy and they couldn't find it anywhere, and they looked everywhere for me. So I think I'm going to have to order it online, but I did take advantage of the buy one get one 50% off hardbacks, and I got the rest of the Wayward Children series because they were buy one get one 50% off, and I have a hard time finding them in thrift stores because everyone likes it. So I got In an Absent Dream, Come Tumbling Down Across the Green Grass Fields, and Where the Drowned Girls Go. So now I have them all. That helps my collection. And then I also got Spy Family Volume 1 because the library is always out of this and there's so many holds. I know that everyone who's like picked this up has loved it, and it seems like something I'm really gonna love. So I got the first volume because I want to just have that and read through it, and I think I'm actually gonna read through it now because I'm so excited. I've been wanting to read this for so long, like ever since people started recommending it. I was like, I have to read this. And then I also got two T. King Fisher books because this is a literally dead book club pick for next month, I believe. And so I picked it up because I want to participate. And it's like a retelling of The Fall of the House of Usher, which sounds really cool to me. And then this one I've heard good reviews too, which is like a fairy tale. It's Nettle and Bone. It's like a darker kind of fairy tale twist to it. I don't know 100% what it's about, but I want to go into it not knowing. And I don't always do the best with fairy tale type stories, but I've heard such good things about this author that I am interested to see what it does. And it was buy one, get one half off, so I got these. And they're new releases, which I've been trying to keep up more with new releases. I am going to read this and then let you know my thoughts, but I'm so excited. Like, so excited. This sounds so fun, and if I love it, then I can see myself collecting it. And I'm gonna get to this now, and I'll let you know my thoughts in a little bit. I just finished Spy Family Volume 1, and I can say it lives up to the hype. Personally, I loved it. I think it was so cute and so fun and just really funny. I really enjoyed it. So this is about a spy who is given his next mission, and to complete it, he has to have a wife and daughter. And so he finds this girl from the orphanage, but she is actually a telepath, so she can read all his thoughts. And then he also finds a wife, and she also has some secrets, and it's just really fun. I just think it's so cute. I really can't wait to read volume 2. I kind of want to see if the library has it, because I'm like, just already love it so much. Like, I think this right now, just from this volume, is my favorite manga that I've read. It was just found family, like I've said in other videos if you've been watching for a while. I love found family, and also the fun like spy elements to it. I just love the characters already so much. It was a great time. So I'm definitely going to be continuing. And now I just want to binge them all. So I started another series when I'm trying to finish them. But you know what? I'm not even mad about it. Definitely 5 out of 5 stars for me. Really happy I read that. And then I haven't read any more in Treacherous is the Night. So I will probably continue this in a little bit. So it is the next day. And I'm now about halfway through Treacherous is the Night. And I am enjoying it. I would say I don't think I'm enjoying it as much as the first one. I feel like just now we're starting to get more into the plot and actually doing more investigating towards the plot. I feel like I really can't talk about this one too much because some of the things that are annoying me are directly because of the ending of the first book. And so to like go into this, I think would spoil it. Like even saying some of the things I'm annoyed with is too much of a spoiler. So I just feel like there's some parts to this that irritate me a little bit with this relationship with Verity, and I'm not enjoying that as much, but I'm hoping like it's resolved maybe through the rest of the book, which it feels like it probably will be. But the other thing is that I didn't really realize of the first one, and maybe it was more subtle than this one. It does talk a little bit more about alcoholism as a way to like cope with this grief and like the post-war and stuff. And so I think if you are sensitive to that, this might not be the book for you. Just I feel like it's really just has the main character Verity is just kind of going through it with that. So I'm enjoying it, but I wouldn't say I'm enjoying it as much as this side of murder. I think right now this is about a 3.5 star. If it gets really intense because the topic is more like espionage type stuff, I think I'll enjoy it a lot more. It's just been kind of slow up until this point, and I also just feel like, I don't know if it's a book or if it's me, but I'm just not in as much of the reading mood as I have been, and I kind of think it might be the book that I'm just not as much in the mood for it as maybe if I had read it at a different time in the month. So I'm still gonna read it. I'm gonna watch some reading sprints and try to get through a good chunk of this to hopefully finish it soon. And then I'll probably pick up something else, but I'm not really sure what at the moment. I did want to say that I was out doing another errand for this project I'm working on, and right next to it was a Books A Million. So I ran in there to see if they had the book, and they did. They had the new Monk and Robot book, A Prayer for the Crown Shy. So I'm super excited to have this. They had 2 copies, and I ended up picking this one up, and I think my husband and I are probably going to buddy read it later, like maybe not next week, but like that next weekend. But we're not sure yet. So I'm really excited to buddy read this with him because it's always fun to me when like him and I get to talk about books, and he's going to listen to the audiobook and I'm going to read it. And I think we're going to start it on like a weekend and just like spend the day reading. Happy to have this, and I am proud of myself because I went in looking for this book and I only came out with this book. So that is an accomplishment. But now it's like too, I'm just itching to read this book, and I think that's part of the reason why I'm just like not in the mood for this one. But I'm going to finish this hopefully today and give you my final thoughts, and then we'll see where I go from. You egg your brother on. Kaladin, no! You're so stinky! No! Pippi, you were trying to get your brother to be stinky, weren't you? You did that on purpose. Where are you going? Hi, it's the next day, and I did not check in yesterday because I ended up getting really sick, but I did finish Beneath the Sugar Sky, and I love this. I think this one's up there with Every Heart a Doorway with me. I think it might be my favorite one so far. So this one we're following Cora, and she's a new student. Basically, some things from the aftermath of the first book are occurring in this, so I won't give too much away, but there is someone who comes to visit from a different world and they need help, and so some characters from the first one along with Cora have to go into other worlds to help this person. I thought it was just so cute. I love the people in the worlds, but I thought this one was actually really good with the action as well. Like for me, I thought it was great. I think for this length of a book, what she pulls off in all of these is just really cool to see. I'm like loving this series so much. I'm so happy I read this. I am giving this 5 out of 5 stars. It has a lot of friendship and found family, like I've said before. She just builds worlds so well. Like, it has a perfect like fairy tale feeling, and each world feels very vivid, and you can tell that there was so much thought going into each of these characters and which world they would go into and what that world looks like, and even like the way it works and things, because in this we get into like kind of like how this one world was like created, like the creation story of it. Everything's just so well thought out, and I really love that about it. And I love the like adventures they're going on, because they have this both like darkness to them but also hopefulness, and every book just ends in a way that I just love. So I am a fan of this series. Definitely gonna give it 5 stars. But I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here, and I read all these books this reading vlog, which I didn't realize when I was like reading like how much of a blue color we got going on here. It's very nice. They all are like this like lighter shade of blue. Didn't do that on purpose, but here we are. Just to recap, just finished this one. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. This one I am giving 3.5. I liked it but didn't love it. And then this one I loved, 5 out of 5 stars. I already got the second one from the library. Can't wait to read it. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.